Well, as you can see, we are back in the Philippines again. Now, this is our third year in a row. There's a reason why we keep coming back to this Disneyland, because it just gets bigger and bigger and better. Now, I'm standing on the latest edition of the CWC park, and this is the winch park pulled by the Sesitech System 2.0. Now, this is a huge setup with just multiple lakes of different levels with rails for wake skaters from beginners to experts. And if you guys are not over here soon, then you are missing out. Keith Lidberg. Oh, who do you want to look at? What are we looking at? Tom? You want to play with Tom, don't you?
I want to play. He said he's going to take a break, though. Mr. Lidberg? Thank you. That was pretty good. That was close. You going to try? Yeah, for show. I'll be trying that for show.
Keith, no stranger to the Philippines whatsoever, and we featured you a couple of years ago, actually, and now you're back on the park. What's your thoughts on this whole winch system, seriously?
This thing's a lot of fun. We don't have anything like this back in the States. We've got a few of these System 2s, but no elevated pools. We've done, some winch contests like this before, but nothing that incorporates the System 2 and concrete stairs.
Yeah, talk us through the actual rails. I mean, there's different levels of pools and different levels of rails, and even a beginner cable, is that right?
Well, we've got 5 pools out here. We've got a beginner one, which is basically just one pool. It's dug into the ground, obviously. It's not concreted out like this one, but it's just a System 2, pretty short. It's a good chance for beginners to get out there and get the little taste of, trying air tricks and that kind of thing for the cable, or just getting kind of in tune with the System 2 and the unique pull it has. You go up from that, you've got kind of a beginner rail setup, which is an elevated pool down to a lower pool, and that's got pretty mellow rail, like a down rail and an up down rail, kind of like a rooftop type obstacle, and that's a good one to get used to hitting obstacles out of a pool. And then we get up to this bad dog, which you've got kind of intermediate up to pro, and the pro one's got 3 rails, the intermediate has 2 more basic rails as well. It's just actually got a stair set out of it, so it's a little bit more of the danger factor.
Gnarly with a G.
I'm gonna try a disaster stiffy. You should get a stiffy, and then I'll disappear out of frame, and then I should be riding away on the other side. Here we go.
How did you feel about that stiffy, Keith?
You've got to be excited. Growing up in the small neighborhood that I grew up in, we didn't have people coming out and doing stiffies just first and second try, but here I am today, all grown up.
That was like almost an indie stiffy.
No go. You know, there's always a limit, guys. It's one thing you should learn back at home watching sitting on the couches. There's got to be a point where sometimes you just got to stop and move on to the next trick.
What we're gonna do is we're gonna try to hit Keith in the nuts with this thing on the way up.
JD Webb, is this your first time here to the Philippines?
No, it's my fifth, I think, now, but first I'm actually hitting up the winch park here.
Yeah, no, you keep coming back. Now, this is the first time hitting the winch park. Like, you saw it getting built last year, no doubt, and what were your thoughts about that?
You know, last year when I got here, there was just a bunch of concrete, and they had the pools done, but no water in them yet. And you just see these massive mounds of concrete, and you're kind of wondering what they really have in store for the future. And got here this year, and I mean, it's amazing what they've done in a year and got everything done.
Talk us through the accessibility of cables, because you're a cable rat yourself, aren't you?
Yeah, I've always ridden cable. I've tried to get into a boat recently, but still cable's the way forward for me. But this winch park setup we've got here is the sickest thing. It's just like another level. There's cable, there's boat, there's winch, and then this is just a healthy mix of the whole lot. You got the sick setup of the rails. The rails are so dope, and then having like a cable that you can almost load up on, and you can change the length, change the speed, set it, and it's just a steady pull, a lot steadier than the winch. And just like the stuff that we've even seen this morning has just been like another level. It's so sick. Like cable's sort of more social than boat, but then this is like the most social thing in wakeboarding, because you're all just standing there waiting with each other, and it's not like you have a winch and it's a slow turnover, you have to wait for the line to come back up. This just comes straight back, the rider comes, almost hands it to you most of the time, and then off you go. And it's just so quick. So you can just like flow. You see someone do something, you don't have to wait 5 minutes to the line, so you can try something even sicker, and you just get it straight up and go try it straight away. It's sick.
Is actually so big we needed a helicopter to show you. But what we also wanted to show you is actually how they put it together. There is a lot that went into this lake. It's very intricate, and what happens is there's a special way they made it. The actual banks are angled on about a 45-degree angle, which stops all the boat wash coming back in and out. And we've got huge rails in between there. They're very vastly spaced so that the rider has ample time to cut in. He could even like do tricks in between it. At the other end, there is a huge double-up area which has got a long arm which stretches out, which will stop all the rollers from coming down and sending them down the middle of the course. So this is one of the most pristine lakes with grass, sandy banks, no rollers, no washback, double up at the other end, rails either side. What more could you want for? as you can see, the cable link right there, we've got the skate park directly under us. The cable park is massive with kickers all around. It's an island in the middle that makes sure that you won't get any wash back from any of the riders. We're going right over the top of the winch park now, which is in the finishing stages. Have a look at the rails down there. They've got all sorts of different pools, all sorts of different rails for all sorts of different levels of riders. And this place is massive. You're going to have to use a motorbike or maybe a push bike if you want to come over and check it all out. But there's just so much to do. And the villas and the containers and all the accommodation is a stone's throw. Right here, there's the new wooden huts that they've just finished. They're right across from the cable lake. There's the containers, and then we're flying over the very plush villas. If you guys want a nice romantic weekend away, like Daniel Watkins and Chancey we're planning on doing, they've got one of these containers here. So if you're looking for a very luxurious place to stay, that's the villas, and the cabanas as well. They're quite nice, and also very much lakeside to everything that's going on. So make sure you guys come over and bring a treadly, because it's that big. We needed a chopper to see it all.